This is my teenage son's bedroom, and as far as teenage rooms goes, it is amazingly clean, and he is by far my most minimalist child. But this kid has a huge study workload this year, and I wanted to refresh his room. And I'm going to do that by using and replacing his bed with boxes. Now, this bed is not the best. I wouldn't recommend it. I do like it's a minimalist aesthetic, but really it is so terrible. It breaks all the time, and so I am so excited to replace this, and I'm also excited to make this space feel a little bit more personalized. And I think that's something that often gets lost in minimalism, that, you know, we get rid of all the stuff, but then there's not enough of us in it. So I'm going to show you how I make this room super functional and easy for him to keep clean, and also how you can tweak things so that they feel like a space that is made just for you.
I don't know if this is all teenagers or just mine, but they seem to like to live in a dark cave. So whenever I am going through and cleaning up his room, I always make sure I open the blinds and the windows to let in that fresh air and let some sunshine in, especially when I'm working in that space. I am getting started by stripping off his bed and dismantling it. This is a great place to start if you are switching up rooms or doing a big project, getting some of those big pieces of furniture out of your way so that you can get started and with some free space. Now, as you can see, the slats on this bed were seriously just the worst. They were so bad that I actually ended up gluing some of them in, which is why I'm struggling, but I am so looking forward to getting rid of this terrible bed and not having to worry about it anymore.
Okay guys, now anytime I'm doing a room switch, changing out furniture, any of those things, I like to use that opportunity to give everything a deep clean. So I'm going to quickly dust the fan, wipe down any windowsills, give everything a really good vacuum in here. So before I put anything back in, everything's going to be super clean. And I do this every single time I'm switching up rooms. It's a great way to give your rooms a deep clean while you're doing another project.
I really like these long microfiber dusters. If you are short like me, they are a game changer. I also am taking this opportunity to use my magic paintbrush to clear out all of these window tracks. All of that dust and dead bugs is gone in just a moment. I think taking your windows out like this is actually an Australian thing because we have security screens so we can leave our windows open and let the cool air in and keep the bugs out. There is one window that always gets dirty on the inside, so I just quickly pop it out and give it a really quick clean. It's a great way to make a room feel really fresh without using that much effort. I am kind of embarrassed at the amount of dust that has ended up on these ceiling fans, but I am super glad to have them clean again. I also, after I clean my ceiling fans and do all that other dusting, I just let the robot do his job in this room, and it left everything like a beautiful blank canvas. One of the things I really wanted to tackle during this makeover was making sure that there was a space that showcased some of these personal items so that they weren't out cluttering up the space all the time, but that they could still be enjoyed and respected just the way they were intended. This video is not sponsored, but this amazing Aussie company called YONA sent me this amazing cardboard bed. Now, as a minimalist who is really passionate about eco-friendly options, this was just a match made in heaven for me, and I was blown away, not just by how easy all of this was to set up, but also by just how flexible this could be. If you are constantly moving, like our son might be going off and having his own adventures before too long, how wonderful would it be able to be to pack up your bed literally into a box and take it with you? This bed can take over 1,000 kilos. I love the aesthetic of it. It's really streamlined and it can take everything you want to throw at it, and I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to test this one out.
Hi guys, Future Sarah here. Now, this bed is the easiest bed in the history of the world to make, yet somehow I still managed to mess it up. But my sweet friends at YONA actually helped me out and told me where I went wrong. So there is like actual video assembly instructions and I still got it wrong, so this is clearly a me problem. But I accidentally faced these little joints outwards instead of inwards. So now I'm just going to quickly go through and put it the right way. It did actually work just fine the other way. It was just the size was a bit wonky, but I'm going to go fix this now.
Even though this video is not sponsored, I asked YONA if they would be able to offer a little sweetener for my subscribers, and they said absolutely. So if you would like to try one of these beds, use the code SMALLCHANGES10 on checkout and you will get a 10% discount. Just to brighten up this room a little bit, I decided to get a new quilt cover that was a little bit lighter, and I feel like the geometric patterns on this work really well with his new bed base. It's also super easy for him to make in the morning, and it provides another area where he can sit down and relax at the end of the day. One of the other little hacks I have done in his room is I took the armrests off his desk chair, which allows so much more space in this room. I also converted his drawers to be a charging station, so all his stationery and his charging needs are right at his fingertips. I am so happy with how this little makeover turned out. It doesn't always have to be a huge change in order to make the functionality of a space so much better. Now, if you have a teenager, you know that sometimes they're just not aware of the things that aren't working. So by going in and just reworking some of those spaces for them, thinking about what they're going to need on a daily basis, and moving those things so that as they walk through their daily routine, that things are where they need it and it's quick and easy to get it all cleaned up at the end of the day.